Good evening, everyone, and welcome to hashtag Hawaka Wednesday.
Oh my God.
My name is Autumn, and this is my husband Richard. And we go live here on our YouTube channel every Wednesday. We're in town at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, but you can also catch us on our other channel, the Weathers channel, where we go live every Sunday morning when we're in town at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So subscribe to both of our channels so that you get notified whenever we go live or post a new video. When have we done that? Brianna's here, says happy Hawaka Wednesday, and I appreciate that. Thank you. No, Dee said, welcome back, good weathers. Hope you all had a great trip. Missed you while you were gone. It's been a while, ain't it? It's been a while.
It does feel like a long time.
Javon West is here, says happy Hawaka Wednesday. It's
gosh.
hump day. You're right. Thank you very much.
Gosh.
Draven West, I just feel so, now I can like envision you in my head, like sitting there at your computer or on your phone. I don't know where you are, but I can just like see him because I've seen him in person now. So I know what he I know what he looks like. Okay. So yes. Sam Banner's here, says hello, peoples. Jen says bounces around excitedly. Whack Wednesday, Whack Wednesday. Hi Jen, glad to see you. Glad that you're here.
Evening, Jen.
Yes.
And
Jen said totally grooving to the intro music. I missed it. I haven't heard it in so long. So
it's been
Gigi's here, says good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Welcome back. Hi Gigi, glad you're here.
Gigi.
Joe Ray said good evening, strangers. Samesies. I know, right? What's your name again?
I mean,
so, Mom's here, says hey and hello, long time no see. I know, right? But y'all had to have been on like Joe and Rachel's lives and Chris and Miriam's live. Like y'all had to have been talking amongst yourselves, like, because it's been way too long. Shelly's here, says happy Wednesday, Whack fam. Hi, Shelly. The Warden's here, who I also, I've already seen before, but it was good to see her and Heath again.
Look at you. Look at you with your memory.
Brianna said, Autumn, that was so sweet of you to make a shirt with a pocket. Yeah, I mean, as long as it was easy for me to do, because we know I wouldn't have gone out of my way at all.
Yeah. That is something you do.
I did go out of my. I was just like, oh, I hope this looks okay, but it turned out it looked really good. So yes, it was all because of Shelly's suggestion. So
get the man what he wants.
Yes, exactly right. So I'm glad it worked out because I honestly didn't know what it was gonna. Am I on the Weathers channel? Oh, I am on the Weathers channel. Oh, I'll put Whack Wednesday on the Weathers channel. Thank you for reminding me, Gigi. I love how you guys keep me on my toes. I literally forgot it was Whack Wednesday. I was about to start the Weathers channel intro music. I was about to start all of that stuff.
You said something. Bring it up a second ago.
What?
You said, "Oh, it is Whack Wednesday."
I know.
I was like, "Yeah, it's Wednesday."
Because I was but I just realized it was Whack Wednesday right now.
Oh.
I scheduled everything 4 hours ago.
For the Weathers
on the Weathers channel because I was just so used to doing that.
That's what it is.
So I was about to start. Yeah, like even right down here. It literally said, watch Autumn Keto, and I switched it to the Weathers channel. So, oopsie. Cece's here, says, good evening, Autumn, Richard, and the family. I know, right? Yeah. I mean, it's been like so long. Shauna's here, says, hello, Autumn and Richard. Hi. Yes. Draven West said, Jerry's real, so is Miss Patty, too. You're right. Yes. She's not a figment of my imagination. She is absolutely not. So,
Jerry and Patty.
He said,
amazing.
Hey, pro tip, you could have went live while on the cruise. We did. Okay, here's the thing. I had no intentions of going live on the cruise. Like, I was on vacation. Not only that, I was actually working as well, like emceeing the cruise. I intentionally didn't go live because I didn't want to. Like,
I think that's what it boiled down to.
I didn't want
this one right here.
I just didn't want to, but that's totally okay for everyone that did. Yeah, and when I'm outside that zone, I wasn't paying attention. No. Brianna said I'm subscribed to both, so I didn't even notice. Yeah, I appreciate that. Most people, including me, probably didn't notice as well. Yeah, Kathleen's here, said I missed you. Hugs and welcome back, Autumn and Richard. Thank you so much. Right. Judy said it's okay. We found you. I knew the true ones was gonna find me no matter what. So so yes, glad to be. I know everyone that like recently subscribed to me from the cruise, but they don't know my schedule anyway. They don't know me. They're not like you guys.
So sweet.
Yes, but it was but the cruise was really, really fun. Brianna said, did you enjoy being the MC rather than giving a talk?
Well, you did both.
I did both.
Yeah.
So, but yes, both. I did much more enjoy being the MC than giving my presentation, but I did get the chance to do both. So
yeah, well, I think also the presentation was what introduced you to the game.
Being, like talking.
Because
so
before then, they just thought you were just a pretty face just standing there talking to people. But then they were like, oh, that's your story.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because here's the thing. I spoke on the very last day of the conference. So everyone had been hearing me MC the whole time. So they knew me as the person that introduced everyone else.
Rando.
But on Saturday, that's when I actually got to talk and give my story. Shelly said, I know we're talking cruise tonight, but I pulled the trigger and bought my plane tickets for Keto Palooza. Pew, pew, pew. Cartwheel emoji. I'm so excited, you guys.
Good for you, Shelly.
Shauna said, I've learned I'm allergic to my home. Negative for the sea, but quite a mess. Had to put on another seasick patch. That's crazy. Babe, no. Are you in the Low Carb Cruise Facebook group? Like, so many people have tested positive.
Oh, did they?
Yes. Oh. But they were they were all naming which dinner table they were at. And I was like, oh, I hope that's not my table. I was like, okay, we don't have to worry about who. We know who was at our table, which was the entire Bear family. Hey, if the last name wasn't Bear, we don't care.
They got
you know what
I'm talking about? Jeans.
Yeah, gosh, it was crazy.
Instead of tight jeans.
Yes. Tight jeans they were a singing group and they did so good. Shauna said, Autumn, it's so amazing. I really, really appreciate that. That really, that made me happy. So the warden said your talk and MC was so awesome, made it so engaging. I appreciate that so much. I
mean,
I did get a lot of positive feedback about my MCing, and it really made me feel good. Like, I was just like, wow, I'm really happy that it's like coming across well and that I'm keeping people's interest because it was fun. I really liked doing it. So
you with positive feedback.
Yes, he said now that the cruise is over, it's time to get ready for KetoCon. Exactly. We're supposed to be having a meeting tomorrow about the MCs for KetoCon.
What speech are you giving? The same speech?
No, I'm just MCing. I'm not speaking at KetoCon, and I'm okay with that. Oh, Brianna said I tested positive today. Yikes! Just had a cold, but I'm home for the rest of the week. On this holiday weekend, that's the worst.
Well, I guess if you gotta go.
Yes. Draven West said your talk was amazing and real. I really appreciated the open honesty. It really helped me with my own struggles, self-reflection, and body dysmorphia issues. I appreciate that. Brianna said I got a little weepy listening to Heath. Where did you see that? Are videotapes up somewhere? But Heath did an excellent job talking, and it's just so from the heart and just so honest.
He was very hungry.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Sean said 127 days to Keto Palooza. Yikes.
Yes.
The time just keeps going.
No, it was real. It was real and honest. That's what I told everybody who wasn't a speaker, who just went up and just told their truth. That I was like, that's honestly what the room needed as well, because it's nice to have degrees behind you.
Yeah, doctors and fitness experts.
But it's also nice to have your boots on the ground. People just want the straight talk from actual people.
This emoji is how I feel right now. 127 days. I know, right? Wide-faced, wide-eyed emoji. Like, I guess we got to start doing something.
Those are the best emojis.
He said, we posted my talk on the daily vlog. It was really, really good. Brian said, great evening, y'all. So glad we went on the cruise, but pretty great to be home. I feel the same way. Hope everyone is having a fantabulous hump day. And we got to tip the cap. Joe Ray said, on to the next event, KetoCon. Yeah, we are just counting down the weeks to KetoCon. So Jerry Van West said only 374 days until the Low Carb Cruise 2023.
Oh, Lord.
That's a lot, but I do want to confirm we are we're going next year. So we already know that. So if you're like, are y'all going on the Low Carb Cruise next year? Yeah, we're already going. Number one.
Everybody when we were there.
Yeah, number one, because the cruise itself was really fun. The low carb cruise portion of it was also very fun and informative. But secondly, I want to go on the low carb cruise with a lot of the people that didn't get to go on the low carb cruise this year, So it's like we kind of have to go to, I feel like this was a practice cruise for like when everyone really gets to come back,
4 people.
There was more. I mean, no, there was more even more than Dr. Westman wasn't there.
That was the 5th one.
No, Kim Howerton wasn't there.
Okay,
I mean, it was a lot of people. Look, between Dr. Barry and Nisha, Joe and Rachel, Abby, And I mean, there's lots of people that couldn't go.
You keep naming them, okay.
And that's only the speakers. There's probably lots of attendees that couldn't go either, you know? So
now that you think about it.
Yes.
You nailed it.
So yeah, so so we're already going. So save your coins, book your trips. You know, we're going. So
that's so cute.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Brian said we need an emoji with the advisory group. Y'all can do that on y'all's own time. Shauna said, by the way, I tried on the fluorescent yellow tank top. It's too big. So down to size for the Keto Palooza shirt. Awesome. Wow. And I bet you still look good in it, even though it was fluorescent yellow. Lynette said, hello. I know. That's really awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, Draven West said, I sent my email to Debbie to register for next year. Yeah, we're already doing it. Oh, see, Jen and Brian are going next year. Come on now. Like, it's finna be lit already.
Oh, no, we had such a great time. Everyone there was
Brianna said, how did you do with all the socializing? That was the toughest part.
Brianna.
I didn't do well. Look, ask everybody that was there. I didn't do well, but I tried to do as good as I tried to do as good as I could, but I definitely have a whole year to like get myself together. But I mean,
you weren't joking though when you say you don't want to socialize.
Like you guys, do you know what I realize my life motto is right now? Why do anything with other people that you could do by yourself? Like my default is I just always want to be by myself or with Richard, but he's literally the only person. Like my desire to interact with other people is completely gone, right? And that's not a bad thing. It's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is.
Yes.
So yes, there were definitely times where I was just like, you know, clearly looking where I was going and not looking at anybody else. Like Richard said, so many people tried to wave to me that I just didn't even notice because I wasn't looking at them.
You were straight line A to B.
Focused on where I was going.
You were not
and we spent a lot of time in our room. Like we watched so many documentaries. Like we watched sporting events. I mean, we spent a lot of time in the room. Plus the balcony room is so great. Just listening to the water and the waves go by, like it was a paradise.
No, there was a few times I left you though.
Shauna said, "I'll be booking as soon as my paychecks catch up." You right? Yes, there was a few times Richard like just walked around and was like, "I'm gonna go be doing stuff," and I'm like, "And I'll be right here where you left me." So
yes, you did.
Yes, so
you definitely were there.
It was pretty much like that, but it was.
But it's cute. You know who.
Oh yeah, he said, "Don't forget about the pre-cruise Houston meetup. We will be there."
Uh-oh.
Patricia says, "How does one find out about the next one?" That's a great way to word that.
I know.
I think
it's a website.
Is it lowcarbcruise.com? Let me see. Low carb.
Well, you can find out at the.
But
that's the one.
If you just.
It's the.
Oh yeah, lowcarbevents.com.
Yeah, there you go.
So this looks like the last cruise, the 2022. But if you are on that website, if you go to lowcarbcruise.com, Debbie Hubbs is like, if you scroll down to the committee,
amazing
Debbie Hubbs is on there. Just reach out to her, send her an email.
Such a sweetie.
And she'll, like there's a website at the bottom, info at lowcarbcruise.com. Like you can't miss them, but yeah, that's.
It was quite wonderful.
Lynette said, "Hey, I'll be there next year. Let's go."
Beep, 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 beep.
Mary T said, "Good evening. All miss you. Glad you had a good time."
Super fun.
Yes. So, Jerry West said there'll be a Friday meetup with Heath and Shelly. We may get there on Saturday again. I mean, like I think getting there on Saturday was pretty okay. I don't know if we'll have a reason to get there.
Have you not met my wife?
But we have to. I mean, I'll be working still, right? So I
even
can
if you weren't working,
have that day.
You literally just went on a soliloquy about how you do not like
right?
people.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Do by yourself what you can't do with 30 people.
Yes, the Warren said Richard made up for your lack of socializing. Yeah, I mean, Richard was the real MVP. Like he really helped balance the whole thing out because otherwise,
I was just who I was. I wasn't fake for nobody.
Jory said, it's kind of a bad thing. What's life if you're not sharing experiences with other people? But what if you don't desire or require to share your experiences with other people? Right. Or if the only other person that you want to share it with is already the person that you share things with, right? Like, what if I don't want to share it with a lot more people than just the one?
Let her have her moment.
I'm just saying. He said, I so enjoyed you avoiding me. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not personal at all. Like, it just happened to be the way that I am.
Exactly.
Hoofton said, Preach Autumn Brian just said you were channeling me. I mean, you're just in the zone. And no, I mean, everyone's allowed to have like their own
I think
view
it's also
about that.
People misinterpreted your introvert was you really don't want to hang out.
Yeah. See, Jervin West said we love the first day hot tub. Patty really enjoyed getting to know you guys. Like, we were in the hot tub with the Van West.
That was amazing, by the way.
It was really fun. I mean,
absolutely great.
There were just specific times where I was on, and then specific times where I turned it off. But people, some people just have it on all the time, and that's okay. I'm just that's my husband. I'm just not one of those people.
I mean, it's just. Yeah, you really focus on
Humpton said, I love sharing experiences, just not every single one. Exactly. I just love sharing specific experiences with people. Yes. I need lots of me time.
No, it's good though. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just once you understand that that's who you are.
Yeah, so I asked Mom if she wanted to go, and she said she doesn't know 10 days is a long time. Well, so we weren't cruising for 10 days. We were cruising for 8 days. We just got there early. Like, we had to get there the day before. So
7-day cruise.
Yeah. So we just
7 days.
Well, 7 nights. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, you get off Sunday morning. So it's technically 7 whole days. Yeah. So I mean, so maybe
so it's more like we just
it just depends. But that's just a long time for all of us to be gone,
I also think
Mary T said, I'm coming next year. I hated missing out. I love it.
Because she would have to get a room by herself. Yes. And that'd probably be stir crazy.
Well, she could get a roommate. That's what I was going to tell her. Like, room with somebody. Like, make a friend.
You don't wish that evil on nobody.
Oh my God.
Put that evil on nobody. Ain't nobody
Shauna said, by the way, Autumn, you looked amazing in your red formal channeling Jessica Rabbit. I did not even put that together. Multiple people said Jessica Rabbit, and I was just like, that is hilarious.
That's definitely what I was thinking.
No. No. 100%. No. He said, I assume you'll be flying into IAH. Yes, we will. And that's only 20 minutes from the Parker Palace. So I do expect an appearance. But if we get there on Saturday, you'll be at the hotel, won't you?
I'm going to stop by his house. He better be there.
Lord, absolutely. He better be there. Lynette said, it was great to see so many friends meet new ones, and the conference was amazing. I agree. The conference
100% agree.
Was amazing.
And Lynette was amazing as well.
Joe Ray said, I know what you mean, though. Sometimes I want to be by myself. Never seems to happen, though, especially when you have kids. I mean, good luck. Hey, how I'm sure it was last week or 2 weeks ago, but like, how was your Atlanta work conference thing? I want to hear all about that.
That's the one when she was all
training glammed up. Or something.
Joe Ray was all glammed up in her Mardi Gras event.
Was it Mark? Did you have a Mardi Gras event too? Lynette said, and you all should see Autumn and Richard dance. Lord, what do you mean by that?
I'm sure it was nothing but wonderful.
Jeremy West said, we tried not to fanboy out with anyone. We knew folks had things to do and not have to be on all the time. Wanted to respect their time too. We appreciate that. And I try to do the same thing because like I'm such a fan. But see, here's the thing. People like Nurse Cindy are just like him. Like they will talk forever. They will socialize forever.
Wonderful. You need to say the wonderful Nurse Cindy.
Oh gosh. So it's just like certain people are like that, and more power to them.
No, Nurse Cindy is a butterfly.
She said she's definitely coming to Keto Palooza.
Yes.
So I just have to text her because apparently her emails go into an abyss. But if I text her,
her emails are a wormhole.
Yes.
To another time.
No,
she's a beautiful spirit. Wonderful spirit.
Brianna said, Richard, did you attempt Summer of '69 again? No, he did not, because guess what? People are very serious about their cruise karaoke. Karaoke started at 9. Yeah. We had the audacity to get there like 8:55, completely sold out. All the seats were taken, standing room only. And by like 9:02, we were standing near the DJ booth, and people were walking up asking to add to the list. And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're already full." Because karaoke was only an hour or an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. That many people had already signed up that they weren't taking any more requests. So.
Also, it was on us. We underestimated how crowded the cruise ship was. And everything needed to be showed up to 20 minutes.
Well, no, because we went to 2000s Name That Tune, and we just walked right in.
But it was on an embarkation day.
But karaoke
on cruise
was
days.
Always packed. always packed. So no, we didn't even think about getting up there.
And but that time was like at 2 p.m. when everybody else was off the ship.
Yeah,
so it was kind of, we got in that weird little window.
Okay. But we had a good time.
Any cruising day,
Jerry said the sales conference was great. I knew more people than I realized. We had a great Gatsby night.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, so we went to, on that day that we stayed on the ship, it was really fun. We went to 2000's Name That Tune, which was really fun. Yes. We played Scattergories.
Yes, we did.
Which was really fun. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of stuff.
We actually got into things and was able to participate.
Yeah, because no one else was there.
Crazy thing about port days.
Yeah, port days when people get off the ship. Exactly. So
that's what we learned. Like, that's the best.
Brian said Nurse Nancy was a hoot or a poot. Exactly. However you want to say it. Yeah, she talks about poop a lot.
She is a wonderful little butterfly.
Mary T said, I would love to meet Nurse Cindy. Her water balloon video got me through many a stall on my weight loss stage. Yeah, she's going to be there. I'm going to make sure she knows. But she loves Richard. She loves my husband. She still remembers to this day when he won the shooting contest in Salt Lake City. The moment she saw us in Orlando, she was like, we are the champions. Like, she started singing again. I was like, cut that out. You're gonna pump his head up again.
Tamp down. He does the wonderful.
Jeremy said Nurse Cindy's poop talk was hilarious, but it was also very informative. Talking about all the different parts of the intestine. I was enthralled. Do you know who else I was obsessed with? Dr. Boz. Like, her talk was nuts.
She was super
amazing. It was like watching an episode of the Magic School Bus. Like the animations, just the way she moved from one subject to another. I know what an A1C is now. I never knew literally what that number represented.
And we were sitting at a situation. I was sitting in a certain row where I had a clear shot of Dr. Boz. So I would see her looking up and taking notes. Yeah, and she would actually laugh at people.
Yeah, she's paying attention. I mean, all the speakers were great. Lynette said, Autumn, you did such a great job as MC. Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
That's what I say all the time.
Yeah, Lynette said, I love how Dr. Boz made it so we could all understand. Yeah, that was absolutely like crazy.
Cartoon characters and everything.
Hoofnick said, OMG, it was my first time seeing Dr. Boz in person, and wow, I love her even more. Yeah, I mean, she was great. Now, this is also my first time meeting Dr. Sivas, and don't get me wrong, anybody who's on the cruise knows what I'm about to say about Dr. Sivas. Like, as much as I love his YouTube videos, and it was great to meet him in person, and he's the exact same person in real life as he is in those YouTube videos. He was the only person that egregiously ran over their time. Like, I mean, just reckless disregard for the time limit, you know? And when he first got up there, and I was like, oh, and I'm going to set your time for you. He was like, oh, I never pay attention to those. We were all like, tee, that's funny. No, he just, it beeped and he just acted like nothing ever happened, you know? There was one point where like Debbie, like the organizer, she literally had to walk up there and just be like, shut, get off the stage because it was time to go. He was the last speaker. So there was no one after him, but we were supposed to get out at a specific time and he just kept going.
Lots of people just was like, I'm out.
Yeah, and I mean, and a lot of people were getting up, leaving. I'm gone. Because that was the formal night. That was the night that I dressed up as Jessica Rabbit. Like, and I just had to throw that on, throw my hair down, throw on some makeup because we were in such a rush because he went over his time. Don't get me wrong, his presentation was great. He talked about carb addiction and emotional events and managing our emotion, all good stuff. We were just like, sir.
But he started infringing on other folks.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
No, it was definitely a stampede. So
Brian said Karen finally understands why I love Dr. Boz so much. I'm not gonna lie, I heard of Dr. Boz and I knew her. I had never seen any of her in person, but she was amazing.
I mean, she was.
Jeremy said Dr. Boz was freaking fantastic. I used what she said with my doctor today while talking about my A1C. Like, it was so great.
Boom. I mean, Dr. Boz.
Shauna said yes, but did we mind? I didn't. I mean, I didn't mind hearing what he was saying, but we simply had to get ready. Like, it just didn't stick to the schedule. Like, we needed to prepare for dinner. Like, if this was a YouTube video that we could have watched at our own leisure, sure. But he was essentially holding us hostage. Well, you know?
Also, you were the MC, so you felt directly related.
Yes, and I was just like, and at that point, and that was on day one. And so like, I'm like sweating, like, would it be like really bad form for me to get up there and be like, but then, it's just like, it's Dr. Cybus. Like, I'm a fan, but like, don't put me in this position. But Debbie was just like, you have to stop, and he did wrap it up. And I think he spoke at the evening session too, where he continued.
Yes.
But the next 2 days, I made it very clear that we're not going over our time, and that will not happen again. And I will play referee if I need to. But yes, I was like sweating bullets. Everyone's looking at their watch, like, is he almost done? Like, is he gonna stop? So,
well, I mean, unfortunately, that is your job.
Yes.
That's why you're there.
Yes.
The job of an MC is to herd the chicken.
He said we had an Uber driver that was a patient of Dr. Cybus. He had me deliver a message that he was upset because he was not told about the cruise. Yeah, now that would be crazy if you're Dr. Cybus's patient in Florida and he was going on a cruise to talk and you're already in Florida and you didn't know about that.
I know, especially when you like put a check with another one and you're just sitting on money.
Yes.
And you're just like, I just want to go somewhere.
Yes.
I can't. I ain't know nothing about it.
Draven West said it was formal night. Many folks had to get dressed for dinner and it was really unprofessional of him. Just my 2 cents. I mean, there's like a line, like the part of me that loves to learn and that loves to like fangirl and listen. I was like into it. But then of course, y'all know me, like the person that goes by a schedule and appreciates order and rule following.
I don't know this person.
It was just like tugging at both, like I couldn't enjoy it after a certain point because all I could think about was how far over schedule we were. So.
I mean, but like any referee.
But Trace here says, made it. I'm glad you're here.
Like any referee, certain times you got to do your job.
Yes. Humpton said holding us hostage. I would have sat there all night listening to him. I can eat at the Windjammer later. I mean, yes, of course. But we have made it a plan to go to formal night. I mean, it was just the fact that it just didn't fit into the schedule the way that it was supposed to. So
that was your job. It wasn't nobody else in the room's job.
Yeah.
We was chilling, okay?
Jen said, what did you think of the food on the cruise? I give it a solid 5.5 or 6 out of 10. I was not pleased.
A solid 5?
Because here's the thing. Like the food was just average. Regular. If you've gone, people in corporate America, like if you've gone to like a work conference or maybe like to a wedding, like fancy hotel catering food, that's just still not good. Like, yeah, sure. All of the little cakes have twirls of chocolate and it looks nice on the plate. All of the
talking about the desserts.
Yeah, I mean, but the food was okay. Oh, the actual food was okay. But no, y'all know me. I'm looking for the desserts. But there was nothing.
The shaved meat was great.
Yeah.
The shaved meat.
The burger patties were good. And the cheese. I mean, yeah, so maybe it's just the desserts that I didn't like. But y'all know me. I mean, that's one of the main things I was looking for.
If it ain't Costco cake.
Yeah.
Is Royal Caribbean sponsored by Costco?
Yeah, or Pizza Hut. Like that's what I'm just saying. So like to me, it was really regular. But the actual savory food and stuff wasn't that bad. And the main dining room food wasn't bad at all.
I'd give it like 7.5. 7.
Shauna said, I agree about the food. Had a very enjoyable non-3-course dinner at Johnny Rockets one night. It was super yummy. Yeah. No.
Again,
but Trey said, I don't know which person you were talking about. But I am big about schedule adherence. Yeah, it was Dr. Cybus. Let's see. The warden said, I agree on food. We typically go to the upcharge restaurants on this tier of cruises. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it was good for what it was. Like it was, as far as free food, if you didn't get any of the extra specialty food packages, the food was good enough. I'm just being very particular on what I was looking for in terms of dessert. And they didn't. It wasn't
as far
really
as
good.
The cake. They had a lot of like jelly.
Yeah, see, he
cake.
said, yup, standard meth food, maybe a little better than Golden Corral. I mean, that's kind of it's like buffet food. I mean, but think about it. They have to make it en masse. Like they have to make and just keep it going, like just constant. And so, once again, it was good for what it was. So, Brianna said, the older I get, the less impressed I get by cruise food. I used to love it. My family will pay extra for the nicer restaurants. They are worth it, apparently. So, I mean, if that is your requirement, then maybe it is worth it. So yes. So
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got out of it what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking 5-star everything in the buffet line.
Like I said, everything was frilly and fancy, but I would have rather had a piece of Costco cake. Like just like that's just really what it comes down to.
That's the truth.
You know, so
Costco,
that's just
come
me.
out with a cruise line.
Miriam's here. Says, "Hey friends, how the heck are you?" Did we talk about the fact that at our dinner table it was just me, Richard, Chris, Miriam, and their entire family, minus their oldest daughter, Haley, who chose not to go, but a family friend substituted in. So it was me and Richard, Chris and Miriam, and 6 children, like the Bears. It was the bear table. And
I don't think the Bears are children. I think they come out like adolescents.
Did they? They're like teenagers. You guys, I met Sam. Like, you know the same Sam that Chris Bears always like, gotta go take Sam to school. And I was like, who is this clown? He's so cute.
Talking about those wonderful children.
He's so cute. And their whole family is so witty. I just need to do better. Okay. I mean, it's just like every word was a pun or a joke or just like a twinge of sarcasm or an observation. I was just like, that must be a party living with you guys. Like Chris, it was
Chris
nuts.
And Max, that's the boys right there for the most.
Yeah, it was mostly the boys. Now the girls were good at storytelling. They had good experience, like fun experiences. They were like, you know, this one time at band camp, you know, we're just like,
Chris and Max, ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
Them two, I mean, they powers combined.
Yeah. They would just poke holes in every single thing.
Absolutely fun though. Yeah. Super fun table, super fun family.
Yeah,
everybody was amazing.
Lynette said that the escargot was fantastic. I also really liked the lobster tails. I ate mostly carnivore the whole cruise. Good for you.
I mean, Lynette, will you get the same table? Because I know I had about 4 lobster tails.
Shauna said the first night my New York strip, I asked for medium. My mistake. It was pretty well done and rolled over by steamroller. So I had New York strip every night, well done, and I really liked it. But like I said, the main dining room, the food wasn't bad. And every night I had berries and whipped cream. It was so good. That's what but I had like a Caesar salad. And then I just got steamed broccoli as all of my sides. Like the food wasn't bad. Now that I think about it.
Especially since you like what you like.
Jervin West said, I can tell you that Princess's menu is way better upscale. Princess had way more gluten-free options, which is what Patty needs with her celiac. Go. We had a bad experience at lunch one day and walked out. Oh, wow.
On Princess or
no, probably, Royal? Yeah, probably during Royal. So Miriam said, my kids can't stop talking about you. Who, me or Richard? Probably Richard.
It's probably you.
Shauna said those kids were amazing. They are amazing.
I mean, there are so many too. So it's like an Avengers
Sam Banner said you could smuggle some Costco cake on board next time. You cannot. They put everything through a detector and an X-ray machine. Like
and
you
cannot. They hold it to the light.
Yeah, you cannot.
Let me make sure this ain't Costco.
He said prior to keto, we would always book the chef's table dinner. It was a little pricey, but we would just treat it as another excursion. The food quality was amazing. Yeah, the excursions were great.
See, look at Heath. He's amazing.
Shauna said I started asking for medium rare or I didn't get it again. Yeah, I liked well done. They definitely did that.
That's what me and Chris was doing. After the first day, it was medium rare. The rest of
the first day we went to like the second, so not the first full day because that was on Sunday and we sailed. But the next day we went to Coco Cay, the private island, and the weather did not cooperate. It was cloudy and drizzly. So a lot of people didn't get off the boat to go to Coco Cay.
Quite nicely.
And so we were like, screw that. We got tickets. We're good. We're getting off this thing.
It was the perfect day for me.
For us at Coco Cay. So we were able to go to the water park and barely anybody was there. And we rode the water slides like multiple times in a row, like with nobody being there. And like we definitely got our fill of that experience. It was really, really great. Plus the best part for me, the best part of the entire cruise was that morning at Coco Cay where we walked around and we went to the beach. And one of the lifeguards, like there was so much staff on that island because they were just preparing for a flooding of people to get off the boat. The weather was so bad that like barely like a fourth to a third of the people got off the boat. So there were just so many people standing around waiting to help people. But
you got off early.
Yeah. And there was barely anybody there. So we went to this beach.
It was sprinkling on us a little bit.
And it was like 7:45 in the morning and we were on the beach and one of the lifeguards came up and was telling us about just like the water and the animals. He said you just missed there was a baby shark over there.
You mean that guy that was hitting on you?
He was not hitting on me. He said, you just missed the baby shark over there. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I didn't see it. Because, you know, me and sharks, we don't mess around. And so like literally, when I tell you literally 10 feet in front of us in the water, because we were like right at the water, 10 feet of us in the water. He goes, yeah, look, that's a sleeping stingray right there. I said, like I had saw a dark shadow in the water. I thought it was garbage. I was just like, oh my God, I thought that was a plastic bag. He goes, no, that's a stingray that's like nestled under the sand. I said, oh my gosh. But then he started telling us about all the, I thought it was something. But he started telling us, yeah, this is how they sleep. And then this is where the fish come to hide. He said that area was kind of like a sanctuary because a lot of the bigger animals didn't go in this area so that they could relax. Turtles would come over and things like that. He explained to us just like so much about.
He was making that up, right?
I was buying it. If he was putting it down, I was picking it up. I was hanging on his every word. Yes, I said, now how do you know all of this? But it was seeing that stingray up close like that was absolutely
it was
crazy.
Really beautiful. I'm a big fan of the horizon and just water in general. So
yes,
he had me at that.
Yes,
I was falling under his trance.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. He said the only two critiques I had with the food were that the hard-boiled eggs on the buffet were warm. And the pizza joint refused to make me a crustless pizza. Really?
Oh, wow.
Well, they didn't have no problem wasting all the crust, not eating all the crust. But I mean, people would just order 15 slices of pizza and take the cheese off. All the bread would be.
Why would you just put it on?
They would have made it for you.
There's no bowls in the back.
Shauna said it was really nice in that pool though, and it was great weather. Yeah, I loved it. Miriam said we had a great time in the rain on Coco Cay. Yeah, I mean a lot of people. Yep. Hoofton said my strip was ordered medium rare every night and it was always good, but I sure wouldn't book a cruise for free food. Yeah, I'm spoiled by our home cooking. Yeah.
Oh yes. No.
The food just gets you by.
I was definitely thinking about
the snorkeling was great on Coco Cay.
I would have made that so much better. I would have done that. I would have done that different. You did that too fast.
Yes.
That one. Yeah. I had so many critiques personally, but I ain't trying to convey them to the table.
Yeah, Draven West said we didn't get off the ship and stayed in the hot tub reading and enjoying a bit of quiet while everyone was gone ashore.
Exactly. Yeah, so. Those port days. Those port days.
Yeah,
it was that's amazing. The best time to do stuff on the ship. We learned now. See, I learned.
He said I was actually really impressed with the food at Coco Cay. We went to a local Mexican joint in St. Thomas the next day that was nowhere near as good.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow. He said we smashed 56 slices. Yeah, I mean, just eating the tops.
I'm saying.
Yeah, so.
Shave it. But here, just gets it right back to
it. Shauna said the swim up bar was cool too. Yeah, so the cool thing about Coco Cay was like,
I didn't get to
there was like 9 different parts of it. Like there was the water park, there was like the really calm beach, but then there was like a really nice pool. I mean, there's so many different parts that you could have gone to.
Royal Caribbean's private island is the bomb.
Yes.
It has so many things.
Lynette said, did anyone else do the Abyss slide? It was so awesome. We did not do that. We have been planning. I know that Chris and the kids, some of the kids did the Abyss.
That was what we were going to do.
We were just like, oh, we really need to do the Abyss. And then you look up and a whole week has passed and you didn't do the Abyss.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, when you start thinking about it, other than like port days, like days we were there, it's like you're doing
like
the conference
sailing days. We were in the conference for a very long time.
9 till 3, and then lunch or
and
dinner
then
was 5.
Dinner was at 5, and from 5 to 7, and that was the perfect time. And then at 7 o'clock, I went to the room and I did not leave. So yeah, there was. I mean, it was pretty great.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, those were the nights. Sometimes Richard like went walking around or went out. But
well, I did it for the first couple of times. They had a movie in the Aqua Theater.
Miriam said I did the Abyss slide. It was fun and terrifying.
I know,
right? We're not even going on the Harmony next year, so we can't do. The Allure doesn't have a slide like that.
No, it's literally the exact same boat, sand slide.
Yeah, minus the slide. And there are a couple of the restaurants are called something different. But it's pretty much the same. So.
Also, there's a way you can get from the promenade to the casino in the middle. There's a stairway down in the middle.
Really?
I was watching another video.
We didn't even see that.
Well, not on Harmony. On
the Allure.
On the Allure.
Oh, cool.
That's the difference. I think that's where they replaced the Abyss slide.
Ryan said, oh my gosh, the Abyss slide was amazing. Karen and I rode it twice and wish we'd have went a few more. Yeah,
I know. I wish we'd have went once.
Yeah, so...
But we did this wonderful slide at Coco Cay, so I was fine with that.
What was that called? Like we kept getting in a line. It was
the tower.
Split. It began with an S.
I think the slide.
Yeah, but it was amazing. It was a 2-person raft water slide. So we got in the slide together, and it was just a big tube. So you're just going in the tube, like the inner tube,
like regular slide.
And then it like opens and drops, and then sends you up the side. And then you wash like into the to the end area.
Well, it is a very terrifying.
It is a terrifying drop, and then it shoots you all the way up, and then you come back around.
Sometimes that raft left the ground.
Yeah, it was nuts.
It's like, what happens if I fall off?
So
I was curious.
Yes. Shauna said, finally last day I learned I could go all the way aft on my floor 8. Yeah. So there were plenty of times where we just walked the entire corridor without going into the middle. We realized you could do that. So.
Oh yeah, instead of having to go up or down the floor.
Yes. Oh, Jeremy Weston. But on the Allure, there's a Brazilian steakhouse. Look at that.
See, that's what the trade-off happens.
Yeah, exactly. So. Maitreya said, so is there a time at Ketopalooza when we can StreamYard up and do a multi-channel live? I'm not going to be a part of it. I can do whatever you want to do. There's plenty of free time at Ketopalooza to do whatever you want.
What did you just do?
I'm going to be busy hosting a conference. I'm not going to have any downtime whatsoever. But yes, there'll be plenty of free time. I'll have to get the schedule online pretty soon. It's pretty much it's very similar to last year. We're just cutting down one of the exercises so that we can get started with the speakers a little earlier and more time for the vendor shopping. So
cool.
Yeah, that's about it.
More built-in leisure time.
Yes. Miriam said, everyone, you need to know that Autumn did an amazing job emceeing the conference. It was so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. Your kind words mean so much to me.
Gosh,
so but yeah, everyone, I mean, I was just really grateful for all the positive feedback that I received. So
and I mean,
Shauna said, I just need to book my flight to Ketopalooza. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, just book that flight. But yeah, it was really cool. I mean, we met a lot of people. There were a couple of people on the cruise that were from Louisville. They didn't live in Louisville, but anytime I get a chance to talk, I'm repping Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm talking about? And they were like, we're from Louisville. We don't live there anymore, but I was born and raised there. And I'm like, hey girl, how you doing? But there were people from like Cincinnati and people from Nashville, like in Tennessee, that were on the cruise that didn't know about Ketopalooza. And they're like, oh, we can come to that. That's just a car ride away. I was like, you better hop in that car. So, there are new people that I met on the low carb cruise are coming to Ketopalooza. So that was pretty great. So
you're so amazing.
Dee said, are there recordings anywhere of the conference, or is that only for those who attended? So word on the street is, Debbie's grandson was videotaping the conference the whole time. And so
Until the last day we had some hiccups.
Yeah, but I think he was using his phone at that point.
Yes, hopefully there won't be very few.
Yeah, so the idea or the goal is for her to edit that out and get it out just like Salt Lake. I mean, it won't be anywhere near as like professionally done as Salt Lake, because I mean, Chris set that whole thing up specifically for that.
Oh yeah. No,
whereas this one would be like, oh, let's just set up a camera. This should be fun. But people were walking back and forth, and I don't think her grandson was like following them. It's going to be a little different, but you'll get the gist of it.
That's all right with us.
Tanya said, super late, but hey guys, hi Tanya.
Hey Tanya.
Because I'm about to go.
Good evening.
Yeah, Joe Ray said, have you got any more ticket sales? Yes, I have, and I'm not recognizing a lot of these names, so it'll be fun. Yeah, but I mean, still plenty more tickets to sell. I just got to get on my marketing and send, Dr. Barry stuff. And I got to send people stuff to post. I have to make it easy for them. So
now that we're in the knee deep of the summer.
Yeah. I've got to kick this thing into gear. You know what I'm talking about?
The corner.
Yeah, it's around the corner. So it was great. Of course, we got back on Sunday. The worst part of the journey was Sunday when we traveled back. Our flights kept getting delayed. Our planes kept malfunctioning. We didn't get back until 12:45 in the morning. And I had to wake up and go to work on Monday. Not only that, this week at work, it's like team building week. We've had in some remote people that normally don't come into the office. So we've had something to do every single night. Like I had something to do Monday night. I had something to do Tuesday night. Wednesday, tonight, when I tell you, I literally walked in the door at 8:28. Like I was at dinner and I was like, at 8 o'clock, I was like, okay, guys, I got to go. Like I got somewhere to be, and I just walked in the door. I haven't sat down. This is what I wore to work. Like I haven't done anything. So finally tomorrow I get to work from home. We don't have any more team building. Like tomorrow will be the first day I actually don't have to do anything. Breathe. Yeah. And now but I also have to catch up on all the PhD orders that have accumulated. That's also true. But at least I get to stay home, right? So that was like, I still don't feel like I've gotten to relax.
Well, so, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're relaxed in the morning.
Chris Bear said, "Hey, what are you saying about me? That you're amazing. So
that your family is awesome and
that you're great,
abundant.
Love those kids." Yes. Brian said Debbie thought the videos would be available in about 30 days or so. Yeah, she's just like awesome. She's just like, it'll be available when it can. So
slapping them smooth up.
Yeah. So. Mary T said, "I'm so glad you all had fun. And next year I'll be in this post-cruise high with y'all." Oh, absolutely. Whoa. Between Keto Palooza to the cruise next year. I mean, it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Mary T.
Yeah. What he's doing right now. Okay, guys. I got to go. Like, I just want to sit down. I just want to sit down and not, I know I've been sitting down this whole time, but I just want to relax and unwind and do all that stuff. So have a great night, but we'll be back on this channel because we're on the Weathers channel. We'll be back on Sunday at 9:30, back at our regular routine. But have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye, y'all.